What's going on, everybody? Aaron Diard here. Hey, I wanted to make a quick little video for everyone in regards to real estate and financing right now. Some things that I think can help people out that are doing that. So today I wanted to do a video regarding the top 5 things that you should not do when you're getting a home loan. Whether if you're buying a house or you're doing a refinance on your current thing, if you avoid these 5 things, it's going to make your life a lot easier. So. First and foremost, if you're considering buying a house, and here's where a lot of people put the cart before the horse, so to speak. Now, I happen to think home loans are sexy, but they're not. So we're not the fun part. We're not the fun part of going and looking at a house and doing all that stuff. But if you know you need to finance your home loan, it's a necessary thing. So I want to do some things to help make that process easier for the general public. So if you're deciding you want to buy a house, this is something you want to start preparing for months in advance. Get all your ducks in a row, get all your proper documentation ready to go, so you can submit that to lender to be thoroughly pre-approved. Huge difference between a pre-qual and a pre-approval, and I'm going to save that for another video. But today we're going to do the top 5 things that you should never do when getting a home loan. First and foremost, do not change jobs or quit your job. 2 things are going to happen right before they push the button to actually fund and close your loan on your new house or on a current refinance you're doing. They're going to pick up the phone and they're going to do what's called a verbal verification of employment, making sure that you are still working at your current job and that everything is still normal as when you were approved for your home loan and when they're finishing things. They're also going to pull your credit one last time. They want to make sure there's no new debts that have acquired, because that can affect your overall debt to income ratio and what goes into with that. So do not change jobs or quit your job, because those things are going to happen. There's a fail-safe for it. Every single time we cannot go to a certain level to finalize your loan unless that verification of employment's done and one last final credit check was done. In regards to credit, number 2, don't open up any new credit. Don't go buy a car, don't go buy a boat, any of those things. Those can have a huge impact on your loan and can actually allow you to not be qualified anymore on your home loan. So do not open up any new credit. Don't go buy anything. No, don't even do a new credit card, anything of that nature. You want to keep all that the same. Going dark. This is a huge one. I don't know why people do this. Going dark or going vacation during your process. So you just got your home loan accepted, you're super excited, you just got your offer accepted on your home, you're super excited, and we start the process and all of a sudden we can't get a hold of the borrower for information that we need to go to the next step. And we find out they've been on vacation for a week. Try and plan your vacations or anything that you got to do for after the closing of your house, because then again, that could impact how much money you're spending, things like that. We're under very tight guidelines and federal regulations that require us to get things back in a certain amount of time. We also have appraisal contingencies that we've got to be aware of. So going dark on your lender, not communicating, not returning emails, not returning phone calls, don't do that. It just causes more stress for everyone, and we're on strict timelines with that. Number 4, not getting docs into your lender. This is a huge one. We have to keep the file fresh and keep it updated with fresh information. That means fresh pay stubs, fresh bank statement, things of that nature. And when you go to underwriting, you're typically going to have to get some more things. The underwriter's going to say, okay, everything looks great. The loan's approved, but I still need A, B, C, and D. And it's different every single time. It could be we need an updated pay stub, or we might have been missing a page from a bank statement. That happens sometimes, things like that. So make sure that you're getting any updated documentation or things needed to your lender very quickly, preferably within 24 to no longer than 48 hours after they're requested. Holding on to your docs doesn't do anything. We need that stuff. And finally, number 5, this is a big one. Sitting on your initial federal loan disclosures. So the government came out with a set of what's called initial federal loan disclosures. Every lender, every bank has the same thing. We're on a big uniform, universal way of doing things. And those are a big one. That's what allows us to legally start working on your loan. Without those back, nothing happens. Your loan just sits there. So if you get into contract on a house and your house gets accepted and we're now disclosing that loan for you with that property address and everything on it, and you sit on those and you don't get them back to us for like a week, we just lost a week of being able to work on your loan. So without initial federal loan disclosures, we can't order the appraisal. We can't order any necessary third-party verifications that are required on every single loan. So for example, if we have tax returns, we still have to get tax return transcripts. If an appraisal is required, we have to order an appraisal. We can't do that without those initial loan disclosures back. So as soon as you get those, you want to get those back to your lender as quickly as possible. Now, here's the thing. Initial federal loan disclosures are typically going to be padded. Here's why. If we're missing any possible fee that can occur during the transaction, even if it doesn't happen, but it wasn't on those initial loan disclosures, a couple things happen. We get fined, and then it also delays your closing. So the disclosure department's typically going to pad those a little bit just to be safe and make sure we didn't miss anything. So perfect example, especially now with what's going on in the environment. We have to get you a mobile notary to sign your documents, to go to your house and sign your documents. It's usually like $150, $175. If we miss that and don't have that on those initial federal loan disclosures, and it happens and it wasn't initially disclosed, it can delay your closing. So those are some things with that. That's a big one. Get those back as soon as possible. Then I did a bonus one, number 6. This is huge. Be nice to the people that are trying to help you get your loan, okay? You're borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and there's rules and regulations that we have to abide by. No one wants it to be any more difficult or any more hard than it is. But at the end of the day, you have to remember you're borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So be nice to the people that are trying to help you. If they're asking for a certain thing, get exactly what that is. So when we say, hey, we're missing page 3 of your August bank statement, don't send page 5 of the July bank statement over and over again and think that we're asking for the same thing. So just remember that. Be nice to the people that are trying to help you. And other than that, if you just kind of surrender the process, it's really not that bad. It can actually be kind of fun. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let us know. And take care, everybody. Talk to you soon.